Well, good morning, friends. I was passing through my normal spot in the garden where the pond is and noticed that the roses have bursted out in blossoms all across the canopy here that goes into the garden, into the patio area. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I did not notice that both of these were planted together here. If you can see up on the right and across the bottom on the left, there's also the calla lilies. So it's got the lilies and the roses together. So I couldn't help be reminded of Song of Solomon, where the beloved he says, I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valley. And so there's a couple things that I, think about. One, it's a beautiful love story. And there's so many beautiful little nuggets and truths that you can get from it. If you've never read it, if you and your husband sat down and read it together, you'd be surprised. Some of the language is not only lovely and poetic, but intimate. And so you'd be like, what? This is in the scriptures? But there are some beautiful truths both about the Rose of Sharon and about the Lily of the Valley. But one of the things that I'm just going to highlight today about roses, they say, are most fragrant when crushed and beyond the midnight hour. So like all day long when they bring forth the fragrance, of course, but then at night it gets cooler, and then in around, I think they said it's after midnight. After midnight, they release a fragrance. So I thought, oh, that's kind of funny when, a lot of times the midnight hour is known as the darkest hour, or the difficult hour of life, in a time of trial, and you're waiting for the day to dawn, or for the light to come. And so just that story, that allegory, that analogy would make it, hopeful, right? And then the other thing is it's most fragrant when crushed. So when we think about salvation, or we think about the cross, or how the scriptures say in Isaiah, in the prophecies, that it pleased the Lord to bruise him, that he was crushed. We think about that, how that brought freedom and brought life and brought restoration and restored communion and union and revived us in our spirit, regenerated us in the Holy Ghost, and brought new life, and we became born again. And so that's another precious, beautiful truth. You sometimes wouldn't think about finding that out in the garden, but certainly here today, among the lilies and the roses, I am enjoying thoughts of a loving, kind, generous Father, and who loves gardens and has made us a beautiful garden to enjoy. He gave us richly all things to enjoy. And even the garden of our hearts that he daily walks through, prunes and plants and fertilizes and brings forth the beauty of his goodness, blessing, love, and fruit in the spirit for us to enjoy, and those around us to enjoy as well. Hope you've been blessed by these thoughts this morning. Have a great and glorious, love-filled and victorious day, my friends. I'm going to zoom in so you can see those roses. Bye for now.